Out here at the Fallout Shelter, getting ready for the show. What's up, man?
I'm about to get out the way.
No, you're good.
Hanging in there. I like that shirt. Hold on.
Thanks, man. I know I was going to wear the red, and I was just like, no. Little constellation. Just got a compliment on my shirt, so Hugh's doing something right.
Hey, what's up? It's Musicians Force Podcast. We're back. I forgot what we painted down here. It's been so long since we've been down here.
This is like a pumpkin color, I'm going to call it.
Yeah, it's
It's really just a bunch of paint that I mixed together because we didn't have to buy it.
It kind of looks like the gold in our logo, sort of.
I did it on purpose.
I digress. We just got back from a little weekender, Albany and Boston.
That was cool.
That was dope. And who needs a government? We didn't have any flight delays.
Man, we were worried about that. We were worried about the, two things.
It
Number
went
one,
smoother in the airport now than ever before.
yeah, it was a fun trip, man.
It was. It made us, I don't know about you guys, I think we had to step out of our element a little bit because the show in Albany was unplugged. It was like a storyteller's thing. So I'm like, all right, I have to come up with more to say. Because I know we try to, when we put on a show, we try to tie as many songs together as possible.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. I mean, you learn that playing in cover bands too. Like anytime you take a break, all right, they're going out to smoke. They're going to get on a poker machine. They're going to get a drink.
You're going to lose them.
On the bathroom, you're going to lose them. And they might not come back.
We even teach the kids that at first gig, no dead space. It's you link the songs, boom, boom,
It's
boom,
important.
boom, boom. Keep the attention all the time.
But we couldn't do that in Albany.
But
we had to stop.
We couldn't do it in Albany, but it didn't matter because they were sitting in seats in front of you and they could not escape.
Yeah, that was by design.
God. I think that was really our first, I don't know, you could call the View in Clinton kind of listening room.
Absolutely. I would say the View in
The View in Clinton is definitely a listening room.
It is a listening room.
And jazz up front to an extent.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a longer bar, so
Yeah.
there's some people that are having conversations, but for the most part, it's a pretty intimate little front
You're right.
area.
That place it's
I don't know what it was about
Kind of.
that show in Albany. Maybe it was just because it was in the studio where we recorded.
And it's the first show that we've played truly acoustic. We've been playing these songs together for so long. This is the first time we've actually had to say we need to rewrite parts, like whole cloth.
Here, let me add to that. So it's the first show we've played acoustic as a 5-piece. We've done them like a Decatur Brew Works,
Yeah,
stuff like
open
that
mic
with Chris
stuff.
as a 6-piece acoustic. We did it at Door 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, as a 5-piece,
which
we only do when Chris can't come, and he's having some family things he's got to go through. So right now we had to go out as a 5-piece this time, and this is the first time we did it acoustic 5-piece.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had some extra homework to do before the show. We've been practicing. And I actually talked to Chris today on the phone, and he's seen all the footage of it and everything, and he thought it was awesome. So
Hell yeah.
that makes me feel good because I've got to cover 2 guitar parts, and that also puts a little extra weight on Hugh because when I'm doing, where there are normally 2 guitar parts, sometimes I got to cover one, and then Hugh picks up the slack on the keys. So
whatever works.
yeah.
I mean, there was some changes that we made that I was like, I like this just as much as the full electric, just because it has a little flavor to it.
I got to add, Chris said today on the phone that he said he was glad that we are able to do this as a 5-piece because of the way that, things that are going on in his life right now.
Yeah.
And I told him, I agreed with him, and I said, he told me, he said, I don't think you lose anything as a 5-piece. He said, I think you guys are really, as a 5-piece, you guys are great. And as a 6-piece, we're great. But it's different. It's a different thing.
It's different for sure.
And I agreed with him on
Absolutely.
that. But I told him, as a 5-piece, we have to be a well-oiled machine in order to pull off the songs that we do as a 6-piece.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm glad that we're able to do that because the only alternative is either be a 6-piece that hardly ever plays, or be or the band dissolves.
Yeah.
It's either it's one or the other.
Yeah.
So the fact that we can go out as a 5-piece without adding a stand-in guy,
that's the
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it keeps us malleable.
Well, it keeps
we can fit into more situations.
it keeps us clean with the 6 guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to lose one, but we never have to add one.
Right.
And that's exactly what I want.
Yeah. I think that's important.
Never want to add like
dynamic in general.
If we can, because the chemistry that we have between us as 6 guys, if all we ever have to worry about is one guy has to stay home sometimes, but we never have to add a stand-in.
Yeah, you never have to worry about communicating with somebody new.
I would
and
much
you have to
rather
learn
have
how
that.
they communicate and all that stuff.
Yeah, and just having somebody learn Chris's parts and trying to play those exact, it's not going to feel the same as when Chris is just going off. So
and he'll miss a note, and I'll judge him because I'm like, "You're not Chris.
And,
You're not my real dad."
Yeah, that's what it would be.
That's right.
My real dad.
But the bigger thing on top of that, can you imagine going on the road for 2 weeks with some guy you barely know?
Exactly.
Trying to meld with us the way we are, like our dynamic, which is
it's had time. Yeah, it's off the wall, and it's had time to marinate. We're able to speak in shorthand a lot of times.
Yes.
We can get somewhere,
and we talk shit like we hate each other, but we all know it's just
if anybody would
hilarious.
A fly on the wall would be like, these guys can't stand each other.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's actually just the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a good situation. Chris is happy about it. We're happy about it. It's all happy. So
man, dude, you know what really shocked me about this weekend is how much I loved Boston. Honestly, if I lived in a big city like this, I probably wouldn't have a car.
Oh,
as a city,
Boston's
the show
business,
at the Fallout Shelter, the extended play sessions, that was dope. And live recording and putting it out on YouTube and everything while we were playing. And
TV show.
them working the crowd and stuff like a TV show and stuff. That was dope. But Boston as a city itself, I loved it so much.
It was so nice.
Boston is now on my probably top 5 cities that I love.
Yeah.
And I did not expect that. You think Boston, you think like Southie, like Whitey Bulger and
Mouth. Well, no offense, Hugh. Mouthy Irish people.
Yeah, mouthy Irish people, right? Think about firemen and bagpipes, and
I picture everyone at the bar is Bill Burr and talks like Bill Burr and is mad about everything.
That's what I thought too. That's what I thought.
Way more friendly than you'd expect.
Oh my God, dude! The whole city, except for when we went through the tunnel.
Oh man, that was the best.
Was hilarious.
I know you got video of that.
You can see the cop coming up, but no one's getting out of the way, so he's just screaming, "Make a hole! Make a hole! Get the fuck out of the way!"
He was like a PA on the car.
Yeah. That was our introduction to Boston. Like when we first, because we were coming from the airport, right? When that happened. Isn't that right?
No, it was at night.
Oh, we're coming from
it was after the show.
Coming from
Airbnb.
Fallout Shelter.
Oh yeah.
So we hadn't been to our Airbnb yet.
No, we just went straight to the Fallout Shelter from Albany.
So our introduction to going into Boston, the city
Boston
proper,
yeah.
Our introduction was that.
Yeah.
Make a hole, get the fuck out of the way. And I was like, okay, that's what I expected. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, there's Bill Burr driving a cop car, yelling at another Bill Burr.
And then you wake up the next morning and you go downtown to like the market area and like everybody's nice.
Yeah.
People are polite,
Yeah.
It just wasn't what I expected.
It was nice too because we were staying in a neighborhood that was like far enough away from downtown that we got there pretty quick to go do our sightseeing and shit.
In Medford,
But we were just like in this little neighborhood with like a million bodegas and little like Mexican and Chinese restaurants.
Yeah, we had the
fish and
whole
chips place.
Fanuel Market, which is like a bazaar, and there was like every food you could think of, fresh seafood because we're right on the coast. Oh, that was amazing. And then there was a bunch of vendors just surrounding it and entertainment. There was some juggling.
Oh yeah,
unicycle bagpipe.
He was on a 10-foot unicycle playing the bagpipes and juggling knives.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
we flew out there for this trip and we did Ubers for everything. And I forget, when I go on vacation, I use Uber a lot, but like I forget about like you can go wherever the hell you want and you're going to get a car in 2 minutes.
Yeah, those big cities like that, they're working.
And
all the time.
Yeah, we're gonna utilize that more.
Yeah.
We went down to the ocean and we're picking up like seashells and shit. And then like we had a car in like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the like point on like the Paul Revere beach. We were just like out in the middle of nowhere on that beach.
We
and
did
boom.
the Paul Revere's house tour.
Yeah.
We do like our band, we're like tourists. Like we'll go play a show.
We're fucking old men that like museums.
It's awesome though. I don't
What's
care.
the World War II exhibit?
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go see what that's about. I want to learn about war.
The World War II Museum in Louisiana is awesome.
Of course it is.
Wait till we go down there.
But yeah, anything like that or art, Or we were talking about, I don't think we would have had time, but we were talking about like going to the Museum of Illusions,
Right.
or the New England Aquarium. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's like not musical related. Now, we still went to the comic book store and looked through the records and the comics and shit.
You nerds want to go in there?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This would be a good place to start.
That's a big part of what I want to do when we go on the road.
Oh yeah.
I love to go, I obviously love playing music and writing music and all that, and love to go to the shows and interact with the people. But then once that's all over, the next morning I wake up, if I got a little bit of time, man, I want to experience the culture wherever I'm at.
I turn into Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
Yeah.
I need a beer and some seedy pub.
Well,
and
like
I need a burger and blah, blah, blah.
So we played Fallout Shelter Saturday night. And when we got done, we're talking to everybody. And these two guys come up to the merch table, and they're like, hey, we're from Boston. But the way they were talking, I was like, as soon as he said it, I was like, I could tell.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were talking to them for a while. And after about 2 minutes or so, we were talking about food and music and stuff. And I said, hey, where do we eat? Where are we supposed to, where should we go eat? And he's like, well, what do you mean? I said, no, where do you guys eat in the city? Like, where's the best place to eat?
Yeah.
And stuff like that is like when you guys went to New Orleans and you're asking the locals.
Yeah, we walked into place for brunch and they were full up. So I asked the hostess, I was like, well, where do you normally go for lunch or dinner? And she was like, Parkway Po' Boys. And then we ended up eating there 2, maybe 3 times over a 5-day weekend.
So
it was just amazing.
The culture is very, very important to me that way.
Yeah.
I want to know where local people go, where they eat, like what's the coolest stuff to do. Like if somebody came around here, you might tell them to go to the winery and get a winery burger.
It's just better. It's going to be better food made with more care. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be cheaper because it's not some tourist trap bullshit.
Except for, I will say, when we go on the road, and Hugh probably a little different, but for me, when we go on the road, I do like to go Sbarro. Like I know you like you probably grew up with it in Chicago.
You can't pass it up either.
No, I made a beeline for Sbarro when we went to that mall.
But I mean, growing up in Chicago, you probably it was at your fingertips all the time, right?
Yeah. Anytime. It was my mall food. If I went out to the mall with my friends, I was going to Sbarro.
For us, it wasn't.
It was corn dog salad.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but Sbarro is good. And when I see it, I want the meatballs, the $3.30 meatballs.
Goddamn.
Each.
Honestly, we had mall pizza. We had Garcia's, and it was fire.
Garcia's is local.
Yeah.
That's a local thing.
Yeah.
Not anymore. They gone.
They used to be local.
They gone. You know what's coming back, though? Sonic's coming back. Sonic, the company, bought them back from whoever opened them here.
I don't know anything about any of that.
Our Sonic in Mount Zion closed because they weren't making no money or something. And it was a franchise. Sonic company came
Corporate
in.
bought it.
Corporate bought the thing.
They
They're
bought
like,
the franchise
no, this one's
back.
opening back up.
Wow.
So
Well, that's cool.
tight, dude. We get tater tots and I don't know what they sell. Burgers.
Corn
I don't eat there
dogs.
that often.
They do have some pretty good burgers. But I mean,
What do you call that? A burger?
they got like a giant double burger with Texas toast and then the tater tots.
Okay.
Yeah. You know their burgers taste a lot like Zips. You remember them?
I do remember Zips, and
Zips
I
had
love
good burgers.
Zips.
Zips was cheap.
But are their fries the same as Zips?
Negative.
Because Zips fries were the shit.
But I'll tell you have you ever got the Rally's fries out of the freezer case, like at Walmart or something?
I've seen them.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Rally's and Zips were the same restaurant.
That's the fries?
Those are Zips fries.
What?
Yep.
Getting them.
Yep.
Getting
You're
them
welcome.
Next time I'm at the store.
There was
Nice.
3 of them. There was Checkers, Rally's, and
remember-
Zips.
Yep.
All the
We
same.
had Zips. We had a Rally's for a while on West El Dorado.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Huh.
Actually, where Frank's
I know.
is. Yeah.
And that was Elam's
And it was Elam's.
back in the day.
Now it's Tasty Chicago.
Welcome to the Decatur Historian Podcast.
One thing that was kind of cool to learn or to hear from. I'm just gonna start that whole fucking bullshit.
Sorry,
over.
man. Sorry.
No,
You're
it
doing
wasn't.
terrific.
I was already off the rails. When we were in New York and we were talking to David at White Lake, he was talking about one of the many things that agents look at when they're considering you as a band.
Yeah.
And among all the things, one of the things that really stuck out to me was he was saying that they want to see evidence that you can handle being on the road. Doesn't matter if you're good musicians. It doesn't matter if you can deliver on stage. He wants to, they're going to want to know if you can, if you have reliable vehicles and if you're reliable people who can make flights on time and all that stuff, because there's so many moving parts.
Yeah.
And so when I heard that, I was like, oh shit, that gives us a leg up.
Or of the mentality to be that far away from home for that long.
Exactly.
Shit like that.
So now
that's a good point.
Thing.
Yeah, because dude, when I was in my, I'm not going to go off on a thing here, but like when I was in my early 20s, I even knew then. We used to travel and we played music, but as far as like touring went, like a long tour, I kind of knew deep down then, I'm not sure if I could. I don't know if I could do that. Really? And now going back and thinking about that from in my brain now,
he wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready. There was no way. Ready. I probably would have washed out pretty early and had to go home like before everybody else. So like that makes sense to me. Like what was Mikey was saying. Like, can you mentally handle that? And because of circumstances in my life over the last 20 years, whatever, I've become kind of a gypsy who lives out of a backpack.
You think about some of the longer tours that we've done where halfway through, you're like, I don't know what fucking day this is. I don't know what state we're in right now. We're just
when we last year when we drove out to Saratoga Springs, we were different state one morning, and then by the end of the night, it's like, wait, that was only this morning?
Yeah.
That wasn't 2 days ago?
The funniest thing to me, like when you're on the road like that, and it's crazy because we have a lot of experience about this now. But like over the last few years, like what's crazy to me is like you'll be somewhere and you'll say, like you might be in Pennsylvania and you'll say, we were in Indiana yesterday. Yeah. And you're like, no, we weren't. We were in New York yesterday. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We woke up in New York yesterday. We drove here. We were. Yes, we were. I mean, like, however the fuck that works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're used to doing this with no help.
100%.
And still making it happen. Mm-hmm. So imagine what we could do with some resources. Even if those resources are nothing but, I got you into this place.
Please, just get us in there so that we can go in and make an impression.
That's all we ever need. Yep.
Right. That's what we have. I know we don't have a lot to offer you, but what we do have is take your percentage that you normally take, right? And then let us go in there and make an impression. Because normally, and this isn't like a bragging thing, but normally when we go somewhere, when we play somewhere, we get asked back. Generally.
Yeah. But on top of the music, we're professional. We're not showing up and trashing the place or getting drunk.
Nobody gets like pissed drunk on free drink tickets and shit like that.
Until after the show. Yeah.
I'm fucking green room goblin, the spicy fiesta sandwich from Margo. Shut up, Margo. I'm trying to fucking sing a song about my sandwich.
We're easy to work with. We load in quick. Sound check's efficient as hell.
Yeah.
You know what the best part of any show for me is? Seeing a sound guy get the stank face while we're checking levels.
Yeah.
They were doing that.
Somebody that hears shit every night.
They were doing that in Norwood.
Yeah. That was cool. Like you see the guy like dialing shit and he's just like, okay. And you're like, all right. Yeah. He likes it.
Yeah.
He's here all the time.
And
so
those guys also, those sound guys, they're not there to cheer anybody on. They're doing a job.
Yeah. Right.
And so they've heard it all. This fucking bug.
Yeah, I've been seeing it too.
They've heard it all. And so when you see them do that, like, it makes you feel good.
Yeah. They don't have to placate us. They can just be like, okay, good job, guys, and move on.
Man, remember when we played the Fallout and the big TV?
Oh my God, the boom camera! Man.
Got this cool crane guy. Check out the jib. I like the cut of your jib. They'd say. Then they'd punch me in the face for saying that.
Man, mid-song, I'm just like,
What do they call that thing?
That it was a boom or a jib for the camera this big.
Yeah, I think crane.
I literally went like
Yeah.
Like my hands came up to my face.
The lyric.
Yeah, I clutched my pearls like legitimately. I was just like, oh, and then I was like, oh, we're playing a song. Yeah. But I was just like, oh,
fuck, it was on Brandon's side of the stage. Could have came down on him or his gear.
I saw it going, and I saw the guy trying to get it, and he was like, he was just going, and it was just too much for him. And then he was grabbing it, and I was like, oh no, this thing's going over. And so I had like, I had already prepared in my brain. Don't act crazy. Keep playing the song because this motherfucker is about to fall. And so I was like, but I was kind of side-eyeing it, like, don't fall on my shit. But And it went down to the ground. I was like, okay. And the right thing was like, if you looked at the video, you would probably see me perk up as soon as it happened.
I didn't know what was happening. I saw it like, I heard the thud and looked over and saw it over, and it threw me. I was like, oh God.
Yeah, I felt bad for the guy
felt bad
operating
too.
the boom. Yeah, like I'm sure
apologizing to me.
That's funny.
Yeah,
like man, you're thinking, but I'm surprised that everything worked okay because I saw it had like a remote head that has all that stuff.
The benefit of having 6 cameras running at all times.
Yeah, that's damn right.
Bill Hurley at the Fallout shelter came up after we got done, and he was, oh, so sorry. So I'm like, I felt bad for you, man. Yeah. He said, no, we looked at the camera. It's still working fine. I was like, no shit.
He was hustling all night. I see him like getting like
busting his ass,
getting a low angle of Brandon. I can see him there, and then he disappears, and I'm like turning. I'm like, oh Jesus! And he's like, he was behind the little
pops up behind you. Like,
yeah, there was that little projector screen next to me, and he just like
that was dope.
Poked out between
some
it.
Great shots.
Yeah, it was awesome too because I was
watching the camera switches when Margot was playing.
Oh yeah,
on the back in the control booth.
Yeah.
They do good fucking work, man. Hey, so this has been Musicians Force Podcast. We're back in the saddle. Hopefully we can keep up a semi-regular pace of this in case we get busy. I'm Mikey. That's Brandon. You behind the camera. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that
smash
jazz.
It all.
We're on the road to 500 on YouTube, so help us out. Be a sweetie. Please. We'll see you next time.
Peace. I thought I had to take a poop, so I went to the bathroom. False alarm. It was just a large patch.
Cheers, brother.
That's very positive.